What's up, folks? So I'm glad to be back today with another live stream, and yeah, I would say let's dive right into the charts, shall we? Um, yeah, give me a second. Just let me adjust my screen. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, like it's already outlined. I'm a bit late, so yeah, but as you can see, and as you might have seen on my Twitter account, I posted my chart, and I said I was looking for sell side today. Unfortunately, we already have taken out sell side before 9:30 open. So I would have preferred price to open somewhere in here at 9:30, manipulate buy side, and then come back down and explore lower prices, take out previous days low and even previous weeks low. Yeah, but I don't know. That should still be fine. We trap people short. All breakout artists were trapped short. Stop losses above resistance zone. Yeah, they got stopped out. So everybody who was short got stopped out. So that's actually perfect for shorts again. So buys for today is obviously short. Um, yeah. So yeah. So far to the 1 minute chart. Let's go and check out the daily time frame for a minute. So we have this fair value gap right here. We have this fair value gap and this fair value gap. Okay. So what I was outlining in my Discord and on Twitter, I said, okay, when price was back down in here, I said it should be for a look at when we look for continuation higher, price should respect the daily fair value gap upper level, upper half on a body basis. So, and that's what we experienced. Price traded lower, even below this fair value gap in here, but the bodies stayed in the upper half, and then we saw a continuation higher. Now, that was in of itself that's extremely bullish. We also had an immediate imbalance in here, okay, this high and this candle's low, okay, and in immediate rebalance is extremely bullish. But what happens when we have an immediate rebalance and price doesn't show any sign of bullishness? That in case is the opposite, okay, that's extremely bearish. Now, if we were to continue higher, one tap back down into this daily fair value gap respecting the upper half, that's actually enough of a retracement to see higher prices. And the price is now coming back down into this daily fair value gap again, that's not too bullish. So we could see an intermediate term high formed in here, but that remains to be seen. First of all, we need to see how price is using this wick and its gradient levels, okay? If price is today able to close below the midpoint of this wick, then we are likely to see a lower, deeper retracement down into this fair value gap. At least take out, if you close below this wick's midpoint, it's definitely likely that we see this previous week's low taken out, and then an even deeper retracement down into this fair value gap. If we close above this week's midpoint, then yeah, we should in that case I'll wait maybe a day or 2 days more and see the reaction off of this midpoint. If we manage to close above this week's midpoint on a daily basis, and then see price leave this week's range and this daily fair value gap to the upside, then we got to pay attention to this volume imbalance. And if we manage to close above this as well, then we are likely to attack this high and see continuation higher. Yeah, a lot of if-then statements for now. Intraday, order flow is bearish, and yeah. So far so good. And yeah, today's bias for me personally is I would like to see this previous week's low get traded to. So I'm rather bearish today. Yeah. Okay. So let's drop back down into the 1 minute chart and let's delete daily derail levels. You should keep them on your chart. So as you can see, taken our previous day's low, and now we had an extreme reaction to the up buy side. Yeah, pre-market high taken, relatively equal highs taken. So yeah, now I would like to see a reversal. That would be optimal. Okay, so we've taken out this high. Okay. So like I said, I would have preferred price to open in here, take out buy side, and then seek for low prices. That's fine too. But I don't know, for my liking, that's a quite large manipulation. I mean, buy side wasn't here. I would have rather seen price manipulate, stay in here, and reverse from here. Now it went even higher, trade up into this fair value gap. I mean, we still could see a reversal. That's what I like to see. But yeah, I mean, we have 10 a.m. news, so maybe we wait for that. volatility is also extremely high. Look at the size of the candles. So, ah, I hope the audio is better now. Is better now. Um, yeah. So actually, that's my model. Take our buy side market structure shift. 2022 fair value gap and obvious sell side in here. Huge draw, previous week's low, this low. So yeah. But personally, that's too much risk. I mean, bro, that's 60 points of stop loss. And yeah, we are trading against higher time frame bias, so we are in all-time highs, and we don't want to pick the top in a bullish market. So overall, high time frame bias is bullish. So I want to risk the most on longs, on bullish trades, and when I'm going to have a trade idea that is against the underlying high time frame bias, I would like to risk half. And half of 1% is 1.5%. And when you look at the 10K account, 1% is $100. $100 equals, I don't know, like 50, 55 points. So that would be a good, or still even too big stop loss, but maybe, yeah, we could do something like this. If it was a long, a high probability long, that's okay to have a 53-point stop loss for me personally, my model. But taking a 50-point stop loss for a short, that's not what I'm looking for. So yeah, and like I said, it's too volatile, and yeah, I would rather want to wait for the 10 a.m. news to pan out and then see the lay of the land and what's been left and work with that. So we can take this, put it right here. Previous day low can remain there. So yeah, so I guess we just need to wait and see what price is willing to give us. Hmm. So first presented for value gap is this one. But we have a buy side imbalance and a sell side imbalance. So that's a balanced price range. So price doesn't need to trade up into this area again. So we don't want to see any retracement higher and just use these fair value gaps like in here or here to now trade lower. Mitigation block in here, wick in here. If price manages to trade up into it, like I said, it doesn't need to, and we want to see it actually stay open. But in case it trades up into it, we want to see it remain and stay in the lower half. If price trades in the upper half, that's not good for a continuation lower and see low prices. So yeah, we just wait and see. 12 minutes until 10 a.m. open. So, oops. So, yeah, let's see. So far, we are respecting this blue fair value gap in here. Using buy side in here again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, trade up into this fair value gap, respected the upper half, stayed in lower half. That's what you want to see. That's institutional order flow. So if it wants to go lower, it should do so now. We are also on 950 to 1010 macro. So yeah, I mean, still 2022 model. But yeah, like I said, too big of a stop loss, in my opinion. But that still is a nice, yeah, more or less 3-1 risk to rewards. 1-3 risk to rewards. Let's see. bro, I completely forgot to look at the other averages. So, oh, okay, S&P did the opposite of NQ. So when NQ rallied higher in here, NQ, S&P 500 just rallied lower. Um, very similar to Dow. So Dow and S&P 500 kind of look the same. NQ is the only one taking out its buy side. So that's interesting. We are in a decoupled market, and yeah, you don't want to see that. We definitely don't want to see that. I mean, it's not impossible to trade in a decoupled market, but it makes it more difficult to see low resistance liquidity runs. And as you can see right now, we had low resistance liquidity run in here and this portion also, and then we, yeah, just started to chop around a little bit with price, previous candles sharing the same range. So, hmm. 5 minutes till 10 a.m. What was it? Home pending sales or whatever. 10 a.m. Bro, again? No way. Ah, okay. 10 a.m. pending home sales. There it is. Okay. So Bro, I don't know. The problem is that we already have taken out previous days low. Previous days highs and lows are really really strong draws. So I don't know. We've already taken a really strong draw on the downside. We've not only taken relatively equal lows, but also a previous day's low. So I guess that's the reason why we are kind of hesitating and being reluctant to go lower. And yeah, and in addition to that, we have a decouple market. So S&P, Dow, and NQ are just, yeah, not in sync right now. So they are moving in opposite directions. That's not what we want to see, obviously. I still do think that we take out this sell side and previous week's low, but yeah. In my opinion, that's just a fake bull flag. So retail trader, like I said, got trapped. Breakout artists were enticed shorts. Stop loss above and here. They got completely wiped out. Um, changed their bias. Resistance turn into support. They look for longs. So I think a lot of people get enticed to going along right now. We had a market structure shift, a huge bullishness, and a engulfing candle. So yeah, I still think that we are going to take out sell side, but that's not the delivery that I would like to see. So yeah. 10 a.m. First one, Faveli gapped, respected. Macro delivers lower. That's what we want to see. The only option for me to take this trade is to enter up in here, stop loss here. That would have been a short setup that I could afford myself to take. Um, but obviously you won't get such a high premium very often to take a trade. And yeah, at this point in time, the averages were also decoupled. So yeah, I try to avoid taking trades when the three averages are not in sync. So there you go. Like I said, first percent fair value gap, price can trade up into this balanced price action. It should stay in the lower half on a on a closing basis, and as you can see, price wasn't even able to close above the lower quadrant, so that's indicative for bearishness. Only able to wake up higher, fail to trade up into the upper quadrant, trade up into this blue array, respected the upper half, only stayed in the lower half. So as you can see, institutional order flow is still bearish. Um, Price should respect this candle. So it should find a resistance. And it already did. So continuation lower. There you go. Bro, I'm outlining the entire session, bro. Nobody's watching. Bro, there's so much sauce, so much value in these streams. But we got to keep going. Immediate rebalance, auto block. So if you are long right now and have your stop loss below this low, how safe do you feel right now, bro? I wouldn't feel safe at all. So I want to see a quick sudden move, like bam. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Long, stretched out candles. Salsa taken. Bro, it's too good to be true, guys. I don't know what y'all think, but this is god damn. This is hot shit. You won't tell me that I fucking knew this beforehand. Outlined like an hour ago on my Twitter and Discord. Foreseen forecasted this rally higher, reversal lower into sell side. Previous week's low is the next draw. So we want to price get heavy, stay heavy, and close below this midpoint. We actually want to see this fair value gap to stay open. That would be favorable, or even strong continuation lower. If we fill up, fill in this whole entire fair value gap, we could still deliver lower, but the probabilities definitely decrease. And yeah, bro, volatility is crazy. God damn. Yeah, okay. Um, institutional order flow entry drill. That's actually fine. We should now see long stretched out down close candles again. That's enough time spent inside this fair value gap. So we should see price rip lower without any hesitation at all. And snap into previous week's low. Mm, that's not what we want to see. Okay. Now let's see where we close. Okay, that's also not a favorable close. Like I said, if we fill in the entire fair value gap and we even close above its consequent encroachment point, and we didn't close below its midpoint in here, so I mean, yeah, we could still delivery lower, but okay, can it close below? I mean, we used previous days low again, so that's fine. But I actually prefer price to stay below its midpoint and maybe wake up into previous day's low, using it as a swing point and then move lower. But that seems to be only a wick again. So yeah, we are more likely to see a retracement back into the range and spend some more time um, somewhere in here. I mean, yeah, we have a breaker in here, so price traded up into this breaker, the last down close candle. Um, so far price is respecting this one in here. Let's see. Want to see a close below? No, not awake. Want to see a close below midpoint. Hmm. Yes, sir. Okay. Previous week's low taken. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So that definitely is beautiful. So now next target, I mean, I'm completely done for the New York session. We've delivered every target I got. So yeah, I mean, delivery wasn't as ideal, but yeah, that's still fine. Next target would be daily Fair Valley Gap in here. That's the next draw, or yeah, that's the next draw. But yeah, that's still another 200 points more or less to go. So, or maybe 150. So nice reaction off of the other breaker block. Use pure stay slow breaker. Fair Valley Gap. Yeah, spend a little bit too much time for me personally inside of there, but that's still permissible. We're close inside of this Fair Valley Gap, respected the breakers midpoint, so that's great. And we are continuing lower. So optimal entry would be 2022 fair value gap. That would have been actually a trade that I had taken if volatility wasn't that high today. But yeah, like I said, 60 points too much for me. I want to risk no 60 points in a short setup. Bro, didn't we see? Man, wait a second. Why is this candle? What happened to the chart, bro? The fuck? Why are wicks and candles just disappearing, bro? Dang. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. But yeah. Guys, I think that's actually it for today. We've already delivered both of our targets. So yeah. I don't care what's happening now. Um yeah. Daily fair value gap is a draw. I don't know if we are going to deliver down here during New York session. I mean, it could happen, but we could also see something like lower, 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 lower. Then 11:30 lunch session starts at 11:30. Maybe we consolidate it around here. Then 11:30 starts retracement higher. Take out everybody who's short, and then we could see a PM session continuation lower into daily fair value gap. So yeah, I guess we either deliver today during New York AM session or later on during PM session. We'll see, or not at all. But like I said, I don't care. We delivered already previous week's low and previous day's low and south side. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next live stream. That's a good question. When is going to take place? I don't know. It depends on the market structure, and yeah, I just, the process I'm going through before deciding to go on live stream is I look at market structure and see, okay, are we likely to see a trade? What conditions are we in? Is it likely to see a trade setup? Is it high probability, low probability? And yeah, and today, in my opinion, was obvious. We had beautiful sell side in here, and buy side, and strong draw to the downside, and bias was bearish, like I outlined beforehand. So yeah, I mean that was an obvious one today, which is the reason why I decided to hop on the stream and call price action with you guys, or for me, I don't know, still no view, no view, but whatever. People are going to see it in the future, so doesn't matter. And we are still at 100 and what? 32, 32, 34, 32, 3 subscribers. So yeah, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. Um, and for you guys to know when I'm going to hop on live stream, check out my Discord. I'm going to analyze the chart for you on a daily basis, show you my targets, my draw on liquidities, my trade setups beforehand and afterwards. And Yeah, so you'll definitely have more access and information to my trade and trade ideas on my Discord channel. Of course, it's for free. I'm not selling you anything. Okay, I have nothing to upsell or whatever. No mentorship, nothing at all. And if you guys want to, I don't know. Also, if when you are maybe also in the beginning stages of your trading career, I welcome you to my community. Feel free to yeah, join my Discord. I definitely look forward for you to you join Discord server and maybe have a talk, have a little conversation, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I catch you in the next one, guys, and be safe.